Interesting times. Yeah, interesting times. One of my favorite authors, or probably my favorite author, is Terry Pratchett, and he has a book called Interesting Times, and won't get into the actual book, but the fantasy idea or the concept behind it is that there's a Chinese or an Asian curse where they say, "May you have interesting times." Where somebody says, "May you have interest." Yeah. So interesting times is not necessarily a good thing. Having an interesting life or going through an interesting time in your life means probably going through struggles or challenges or disappointments, things going wrong. Could be a war. A war can be very interesting. Seems like this camera, I don't know if it's either the camera or the lighting, or it might just be that I've got a terrible phone. I'm going to look there. Yeah, so I've been going through a lot of interesting times. My life is not boring. I do relax and recharge and rest a lot. I try in between sessions of mad activity, I try and take it easy and recharge and make sure that I can sustain my life and have enough energy for all the activities and responsibilities that I have. At 45, a lot of responsibilities, being a dad, a homeowner, having pets, running a business, kids at school, lots of household costs, running costs, and making sure I have cash flow. My elbow. Yeah, so the vehicle troubles don't seem to be over. I now have one of my plumbing vans, the one that just got a new engine, was leaking diesel all over the show when I went for a drive this morning. And I just got it back a week ago, and now it's giving problems. Hopefully just teething problems. The car mechanic, well, he doesn't make a very good impression. I don't have a very good opinion of him. He's typical wheeler dealer, kind of slimy salesman type behavior. We have had a couple of repairs done by him and they went well. And he did, at least when I phoned him, he replied straight away and he answered right back and said I could bring the van in immediately and he would fix it. So that's at least positive. And I hope he didn't leave a little booby trap or surprise for me to force me to bring it back after settling up my account with him. But we'll see how that goes. Anyway, yeah, so that's my little bummer for Saturday the 10th of January 2026. I had hoped that the vehicle troubles were at an end, but maybe if you have a vehicle, you have vehicle troubles. So that's just part of life. So there we go. I'm not worrying about things, even though my brain tells me I have to obsess and worry and think about all the terrible things that could go wrong, or try and preempt or predict and plan. But golly, the lighting, does that look a bit better? I don't know. So grey. At some point I must really invest in a better camera. And hopefully I'm looking at the right spot now. I'm sure the camera's there at the front. I prefer when people look at the camera or look at me and not off to the side talking as if they're speaking to that. Anyway, cool. Okay, so that's my little blog.